So how they showed up, I don't know, but we do have a photograph of 1939 and seeing two cannons.
But to that point, I don't mind, you did some research on it.
Yeah, so, this was, that got us pretty far back, Commander, 1939, that's pretty good. So, we were looking to see how we originally found these cannons, how they found their way to our memorial park, and we were able to get it back to 1921. And the keystone were two things. One was a mention in the Long Island Advance that talked about 15 years, the history period, it talks about 15 years ago, and today, this day or this week, and it mentioned a 1921 Village Board meeting when they were accepted as a gift from the War Department. And my second thanks has to go to Village Clerk Seal, who went into the village minutes and found the handwritten minutes from December 13th, 1921, when there was I'll just take a quick second, Mayor, if I could.
Yeah, that's what,
That when it was the first mention of the cannons, and it has in the minutes from December 13th, 1921, 8 p.m., regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Patchogue. Trustee Wolford offered the following resolution, which was duly seconded and adopted. Resolved that the Village of Patchogue make application to the War Department for the loan of 2 guns mounted on carriages to be used for ornamental purposes at the Memorial Park at Ocean Avenue and Baker Street. Then they have a special meeting, January 6th, 1922, 8 p.m., it's on a Friday night. Clerk was instructed to advise Ordnance Department that the Village of Patchogue wished to accept the 2 guns offered for ornamental purposes and to ask that department to issue shipping instructions for same. They then get a notification from the Arsenal March 7th, 1922, that they had been shipped to the village on February 24th. Then they have an emergency meeting on March 8th, 1922 at 3 p.m. because the train was held in Patchogue, because the railroad conductor was waiting for payment from the village for the shipping on the Long Island Railroad. So they immediately convened a special meeting of the village at 3 p.m. It was a walk down. Clerk was instructed to draw a draft for $9.74 to the Long Island Railroad Company for freight on guns received from Ordnance Department of the U.S. Army.
I would love to get a copy of that.
You got it.
If I could, for our historical records.
You got it.
Brian,
Nice
me
job.
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
You got it. Thank you, Clerk Seal.
You got it.
I guess we paid.
I
Yeah.
really thank you for that. It's great to know the history of these.